Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a hard look at a truth that most people prefer to ignore. There are countless people walking around living average lives, struggling to make ends meet, and wondering why wealth seems so elusive. Let me tell you this, most people will never be wealthy, and here's why. Wealth isn't just about money, it's about a mindset. It's about the way you think, the habits you form, and the actions you take every single day. There's a distinct difference between those who achieve financial freedom and those who remain stuck in mediocrity. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible to get wealthy. It's very possible, but only for those who make a few key decisions, learn the right principles, and commit to personal growth. But most people won't. Why? Let's break it down. A clear vision is the foundation of everything you want to achieve in life, especially when it comes to building wealth. Without a vision, you're simply reacting to life's circumstances rather than shaping your own future. People who achieve great success don't just wake up one day with everything they want. They have a clear picture of where they're going. They know exactly what they want, why they want it, and the steps they need to take to get there. You see, when you have a clear vision, you're not at the mercy of the daily distractions that others get caught up in. You're focused. You're driven. You've defined your destination, and now every action you take is aligned with that vision. Whether it's growing your business, creating financial freedom, or building relationships, that vision acts as a guide, helping you to stay on course, even when life throws you off balance. Most people wander through life without a clear destination in mind. They allow external influences to dictate their actions, whether it's their job, their peers, or their current circumstances. They find themselves in a constant state of confusion and frustration, wondering why they're not getting ahead. The truth is, without a clear vision, you're like a ship without a rudder. You may move, but you're not going anywhere purposeful. Having a vision allows you to rise above the noise. It gives you clarity. When you face challenges, it's your vision that keeps you going. It provides you with the motivation and strength to keep pushing forward when others might give up. When you know exactly what you're working toward, you have a reason to continue, even when the going gets tough. And don't mistake a clear vision for a wish. A wish is a vague hope that something will magically happen. A vision is a firm commitment. It's a promise you make to yourself about who you are going to become, what you are going to achieve, and the impact you want to have. It's a goal that you're willing to do whatever it takes to reach, no matter how long it takes, no matter how many obstacles stand in your way. So take the time to get clear on what you want. Visualize it every day. See yourself already living that vision. The more you focus on it, the more real it will become. You'll begin to recognize opportunities that align with your goals. You'll develop the discipline needed to make it a reality. And most importantly, you'll have the confidence to pursue it relentlessly, because when you have a clear vision, you know exactly where you're headed, and that makes all the difference in the world. If you want to build real wealth, you need to understand one simple truth: risk is a part of the game. Too many people let fear of risk hold them back, and as a result, they remain stuck in their comfort zone, never truly reaching their potential. The fact is, without taking risks, you'll never achieve anything truly remarkable. You see, the successful don't shy away from risk, they embrace it. They understand that risk is where the opportunity lies. Now, I'm not suggesting that you go out and make reckless decisions. That's not the point. What I'm talking about is calculated risk, the kind of risk where you've weighed the options, understood the consequences, and are willing to step into the unknown because you believe in the potential reward. Taking calculated risks is the difference between those who sit back and wait for things to happen and those who make things happen. Think about the people who've built empires. At some point, they all took a leap of faith. They invested in a new idea, started a business, put their money on the line, and made choices that many others would have considered too risky. And yet it was that willingness to take risks that allowed them to reach levels of success that most people only dream of. They didn't wait for perfect conditions. They didn't wait for all the signs to line up. They took action, understanding that with every risk comes the possibility of great reward. On the other hand, most people are paralyzed by the fear of failure. They see risk as a threat, something to avoid at all costs. But here's the truth: you cannot avoid failure and still achieve success. Failure is simply part of the process. It's how you learn. It's how you grow. The fear of failure keeps many from ever trying in the first place, and so they never experience the triumphs that come with taking risks. Embracing risk also means letting go of the fear of making mistakes. People who avoid risk often spend their entire lives playing it safe, but that safety comes at a price. They may never face the challenges of failure, but they also never experience the breakthroughs of success. The real question is, what are you willing to risk in order to build the life you want? Are you willing to risk your time, your money, or your comfort? Are you willing to risk failure in order to learn, grow, and ultimately succeed? Every successful venture involves risk. Every wealth-building opportunity carries some form of uncertainty. But the people who succeed don't sit back and wait for the perfect moment to arrive. They take action. They embrace the risk, and they understand that there's no reward without the possibility of loss. So don't fear the risk. Learn to embrace it. And you'll find that it's the very thing that separates those who achieve greatness from those who simply get by. If you want to create something extraordinary in your life, you have to step out of your comfort zone. The comfort zone is a place where most people live, a place of familiarity and ease. It feels safe, and that's why so many stay there. But here's the problem: nothing extraordinary happens in the comfort zone. It's a trap. A self-imposed prison that keeps you from growing, from reaching your potential, and from achieving the success you deserve. The truth is, growth and success are found just beyond the boundaries of comfort. If you're not feeling uncomfortable at least some of the time, it means you're not pushing yourself hard enough. You see, the real opportunities are on the other side of fear, discomfort, and uncertainty. To grow, you must challenge yourself. You must break free from the things that hold you back, whether it's doubt, insecurity, or the fear of failure. When you step out of your comfort zone, it's natural to feel a bit uneasy. That's what growth feels like. That's when you start to expand your limits, develop new skills, and become the person who is capable of achieving more. If you stay inside your comfort zone, you'll never discover what you're truly capable of. You'll never develop the resilience, the mindset, or the habits required to reach the next level. Think about the times in your life when you've taken risks, when you've done something that stretched you. You felt nervous, maybe even scared. But when you pushed through that discomfort, you grew. You learned something new, developed new strengths, and became more confident. That's the key. Growth only happens when you step outside of your usual patterns and do things you've never done before. Comfort is the enemy of progress. You see, success requires doing things that are difficult, that challenge your current beliefs and habits. It requires you to take on tasks that feel overwhelming at first, tasks that force you to think bigger, work harder, and learn faster. The truth is, there's no way to avoid discomfort if you want to succeed. But when you embrace discomfort, when you stop avoiding it and start seeing it as a sign of progress, that's when you begin to make real strides in your life. Remember, stepping out of your comfort zone isn't about doing something reckless. It's about challenging yourself to reach higher, to aim farther, and to trust that you have the ability to figure things out along the way. It's about taking action even when you're uncertain of the outcome, knowing that the only real failure comes from not trying at all. So don't settle. Don't let fear keep you stuck. Life is too short to stay comfortable. If you want to grow, if you want to succeed, you have to be willing to step into the unknown, to challenge yourself, and to push past the fear and self-doubt that keep you from becoming who you're meant to be. Only then will you discover the incredible possibilities that lie just beyond the edge of your comfort zone. Discipline is the secret ingredient that separates those who achieve their dreams from those who only talk about them. It's not enough to have a vision, to take risks, or to step outside your comfort zone. Without discipline, those actions will never amount to anything significant. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's the ability to stick to a plan, to stay consistent, and to keep moving forward day after day, even when obstacles arise. The truth is, most people want results, but they aren't willing to put in the hard work and consistency it takes to get them. They want success to happen overnight, but that's not how it works. Wealth, success, and personal growth are all built on the foundation of daily discipline. It's about doing the right things consistently, even when it feels like no one is watching and when the rewards seem far off. It's the small, seemingly insignificant actions taken every day that add up to extraordinary results over time. When you're disciplined, you make your goals a priority. You don't get distracted by temporary pleasures or the easy way out. You understand that success is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about showing up every day, even on the days when you don't feel like it. It's about developing a routine and sticking to it. It's about making sacrifices today for the results you want tomorrow. And most importantly, it's about taking full responsibility for your actions and your outcomes. Discipline isn't something that comes naturally to most people. It's a skill that you have to develop over time. But the great news is, you can develop it. The more you practice discipline, the easier it becomes. Start by setting clear, actionable goals and breaking them down into daily tasks. Then hold yourself accountable. Don't wait for motivation to strike. Motivation is fleeting, but discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades away. You also have to learn to say no. Discipline means saying no to distractions, saying no to things that take you off track, saying no to habits that don't serve your long-term vision. It means prioritizing what truly matters and eliminating the things that drain your time and energy. It's about making the tough choices that lead to lasting success. One of the most powerful aspects of discipline is that it compounds. The effort you put in today builds momentum that carries you through the challenges of tomorrow. The more you stay disciplined, the more confidence you'll have in your ability to succeed. And over time, those daily actions will pay off in ways that you never imagined. So if you want to achieve something extraordinary, you need to commit to developing discipline. You need to understand that it's not about waiting for the perfect moment or the right feeling. It's about showing up every day and doing what needs to be done. Discipline is the key that unlocks the door to success, and if you're willing to make it a part of your daily life, you'll find that there's nothing you can't achieve. Breaking the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle is one of the most crucial steps toward building lasting wealth and financial freedom. For many people, this cycle feels like a trap they can't escape. They earn money, they pay their bills, and then they're right back at square one, hoping they can make it to the next paycheck without running into trouble. But here's the reality: if you keep living this way, you will never build any real wealth. You'll be stuck in a never-ending cycle of stress, struggle, and uncertainty. The first thing you need to understand is that financial freedom doesn't happen by accident. It's a result of intentional choices. The paycheck-to-paycheck cycle thrives because most people are focused on immediate gratification, spending their money as soon as they get it. It's a mindset rooted in living for today without thinking about tomorrow. The key to breaking this cycle is making a shift in how you view money and how you manage it. One of the first steps to breaking free from this cycle is to develop a savings habit. It's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. If you're spending everything you earn, you'll never have the financial cushion you need to weather life's uncertainties. You need to start saving, even if it's a small amount at first. The important thing is to start, and then gradually increase the amount you save over time. The discipline to save consistently will give you more control over your finances and less stress when the unexpected happens. Next, you need to learn the difference between needs and wants. Most people get caught in the trap of spending on things they don't truly need, things that only bring temporary satisfaction. Breaking the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle requires being honest with yourself about your spending habits. You must prioritize the things that matter most, like paying off debt, saving for the future, and investing in opportunities that will pay off in the long run. When you cut back on unnecessary expenses, you free up money that can be put to work for you. Another key is to increase your income. If you're stuck in a job where you're not making enough to break free from the paycheck-to-paycheck trap, you need to find ways to increase your income. This might mean asking for a raise, finding a side hustle, or starting your own business. The goal is to create additional streams of income that allow you to save more, pay down debt faster, and ultimately build wealth. But it's not just about earning more money, it's about making your money work for you. One of the biggest mistakes people make is not investing. If you don't invest your money, you're letting it sit idle, losing value over time due to inflation. To break the cycle, you must start investing in things that grow, whether it's stocks, real estate, or a business venture. You don't need to be an expert, you just need to get started and learn along the way. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll see the compounding effect of your investments. Another critical piece of breaking the cycle is eliminating bad debt. Debt is one of the biggest barriers to financial freedom. High-interest debts, like credit card balances, can keep you trapped in the cycle of paycheck-to-paycheck living. The more you owe, the harder it is to get ahead. Start by paying off the high-interest debt first, then move to the next one. The faster you eliminate your debts, the faster you'll be able to focus on building wealth. Finally, you need to adopt a mindset of long-term thinking. Most people in the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle are focused on short-term survival. They're worried about making it to the next paycheck. But building wealth requires a shift to long-term thinking. You must plan for the future, set goals, and take small steps every day to move closer to financial freedom. This means creating a budget, sticking to it, and making intentional decisions with your money. Breaking the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle is not easy, but it is absolutely possible. It requires discipline, focus, and a willingness to make sacrifices today for a better tomorrow. When you start saving, cutting unnecessary expenses, increasing your income, investing, and eliminating debt, you will begin to see your financial situation change. And when you shift your mindset from surviving to thriving, you'll find that you're no longer a slave to your paycheck. You're in control. And that's when true financial freedom begins. If you want to build wealth and create lasting success, there is one investment that will always pay off, and that's investing in your education. Education is the foundation of everything you'll achieve. It doesn't matter how talented or skilled you are, if you're not constantly learning and improving, you'll fall behind. The world is always changing, and the people who stay ahead are the ones who are committed to growing their knowledge and expanding their skill set. The best part about investing in your education is that it's the one thing no one can ever take away from you. Unlike material possessions or money, the knowledge you acquire stays with you for life. And the more you learn, the more valuable you become. The most successful people are lifelong learners. They never stop seeking new information, new perspectives, and new ways to improve themselves. This mindset is what allows them to adapt, overcome challenges, and seize opportunities that others might miss. When you invest in your education, you're setting yourself up for success. You're acquiring the tools and skills necessary to navigate life's challenges and build wealth. Whether it's formal education, self-education through books, seminars, or online courses, or learning from mentors and peers, every bit of knowledge you gain can be applied to improve your personal and professional life. The more you know, the better equipped you are to make smart decisions, solve problems, and create value. One of the greatest mistakes people make is thinking that once they finish school, their education is complete. But the truth is, that's only the beginning. The most successful people are always looking for ways to grow and improve because they understand that the more educated they are, the more opportunities they'll have. Investing in your education is not just about acquiring degrees or certifications. It's about continuously seeking out information that will help you grow, whether it's learning about finance, leadership, entrepreneurship, or developing new technical skills. The more you know, the more doors will open to you. Furthermore, education gives you confidence. When you invest in learning, you're not just acquiring knowledge, you're building the belief in yourself that you can handle challenges and make wise decisions. Education empowers you to take risks because you have the tools to assess situations and move forward with clarity. It gives you the confidence to step out of your comfort zone and go after what you want in life, knowing that you have the skills to succeed. Investing in your education also means understanding the value of learning from those who have already succeeded. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Seek out mentors and role models who have already achieved the kind of success you're striving for. Learn from their experiences, mistakes, and strategies. Books, courses, and seminars provide a wealth of knowledge, but mentors provide real-world insights that you can't get anywhere else. Surrounding yourself with people who are where you want to be can accelerate your own journey. The investment in your education doesn't have to be large up front. It doesn't take thousands of dollars or years of schooling to begin. It can start with something simple: reading a book, listening to a podcast, attending a workshop. Every small step you take to improve yourself compounds over time, and eventually it will pay off in ways you can't even predict. When you make education a priority, you're setting the stage for opportunities, higher earnings, and the ability to create the life you want. Finally, investing in your education isn't just about making money. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about developing the mindset, skills, and confidence that will allow you to not only achieve financial success, but also live a life of purpose, fulfillment, and impact. When you invest in yourself, you invest in your future. And that's the greatest investment you can ever make. If you want to achieve any level of success, you have to understand one simple truth: everything in your life, your circumstances, your finances, and your future is your responsibility. The moment you take full responsibility for where you are in life, you take control of your destiny. You stop blaming others, you stop making excuses, and you stop letting outside circumstances dictate your life. You take ownership of your actions, your choices, and the consequences that come with them. The reality is, most people don't want to accept responsibility because it's easier to blame others. They blame their upbringing, their job, their lack of opportunities, or even their luck. But the moment you point the finger at someone or something else, you've handed away your power. You've given up control over your life and your future. When you take responsibility, you reclaim that power. You say, I am where I am because of the choices I've made, and I am going to take action to change it. Taking responsibility doesn't mean that everything that happens to you is your fault. Life is full of surprises, and not everything is within your control. But how you respond to those situations, how you handle adversity, setbacks, and challenges is entirely up to you. The person who takes responsibility sees every obstacle as an opportunity to grow. They ask, what can I learn from this? What can I do to improve? Instead of focusing on the problem, they focus on the solution, and they take action. When you take responsibility, you stop being a victim. You stop seeing yourself as a passive participant in life. You realize that you are in charge of your own success. Success is not about waiting for the right opportunity to fall in your lap. It's about creating your own opportunities through your actions, decisions, and mindset. It's about developing the discipline to make the right choices even when they're difficult. And it's about being consistent, day in and day out, in doing the things that will move you closer to your goals. The people who succeed in life are those who accept full responsibility. They don't make excuses, they don't play the victim, and they don't wait for someone else to solve their problems. They take charge of their circumstances. They take ownership of their dreams and their failures. They understand that if they want to change their life, they have to change themselves first. If you want to be wealthy, if you want to be successful, if you want to have the life of your dreams, you have to accept responsibility for the choices you make every single day. The power of taking responsibility lies in the fact that it puts you in the driver's seat. When you take responsibility, you become the author of your own story. You stop blaming others for your situation and start making the decisions that will move you forward. You stop waiting for things to change and start taking action to change them yourself. Taking responsibility also means acknowledging when you've made mistakes. It means being willing to look at yourself honestly and say, I didn't get it right this time, but I will learn from it and do better next time. It's about learning from failure instead of running from it. Everyone fails, but it's how you respond to failure that determines your success. If you take responsibility, you'll learn, grow, and get better with each experience. So take full responsibility for your life. Don't wait for someone else to fix your problems. Don't wait for the economy to get better or for luck to change. Your future is in your hands. The moment you accept responsibility for your situation, you take the first step toward changing it. It's up to you to decide what you're going to do with your life, and the choices you make today will determine where you end up tomorrow. Take control, take responsibility, and watch your life transform.